Welcome to the ACA conference in New York City. I'm Jane King, and with me is Jim Baker, the managing partner with the focus on energy infrastructure at Kayne. So
Good morning.
Welcome. And what an interesting industry to be focused on right now. Give me an overview. What do you see with the new Trump administration that'll be coming into office?
No, it's a very good point. And so we'll have a new administration, as we all know. They will have control of both houses of Congress and president. Certainly the tone at the top, in our opinion, is going to be very constructive for energy infrastructure and power infrastructure for the U.S. It's a very, very opportune time. It's important. It's kind of in the news all the time. Certainly, we think it's going to be a constructive backdrop over the next 4+ years for these industries.
Yeah. Well, nuclear industry has been fascinating this year. Some of these nuclear stocks have done better than the AI chip companies.
They have, or the independent power producers. And then for me, one of the signposts of talk about restarting one of the reactors at 3 Mile Island. But certainly nuclear is much more in the conversation with a mindset. We need it from all sources to satisfy both domestic and international demand.
Yeah, so that's where you see things like a mix of all these different sources of energy to be able to meet needs and keep it affordable.
No, I think that's exactly right, because demand is absolutely growing, but it needs to be reliable, it needs to be affordable. And I think there's a realization it's all of the above. We need all sources, again, both domestically and then internationally, to make sure people have energy security and energy availability.
Let's talk about finally natural gas. Where does that stand right now in our energy needs?
I think it's a very important point. If you think about the new administration, I think it's much more embracing of the role of natural gas, and in particular, no longer talk about it being a bridge fuel per se, but important for natural gas-fired electrification or generation for electrical needs, but also exporting it in LNG, liquefied natural gas, to other countries. And so a critical component to solving this.
Yeah, well, Jim, thank you so much for coming in. Very interesting to hear your thoughts.
No, I appreciate your time.
Thanks.
Thank you.